everyone, and welcome to my Week 14 Philadelphia Eagles prediction. Eagles versus Dolphins, the battle of 4 and 8. But these are two teams that are going in completely different directions. The Eagles have lost 4 out of 5 games. The Dolphins have won 4 out of 5 games, and that one game they lost, they should have beat the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. That would have helped us out a lot. But as you guys all know, you guys don't want to hear this, but the Eagles still have a chance. All hell has to break loose. Pigs have to fly. And just every other thing that is impossible has to happen for the Eagles to make the playoffs. And I can explain it to you right now. This is a very, very pipe dream, but hey, stay with me here. If the Cowboys lose this week, they will be 7-6. Then the Giants will be 7-6. And if the Eagles have to win every single one of them games. They have to go 4 straight. That's a pipe dream as itself. But if the Cowboys lose, I put them 6 losses. And then they got Tampa Bay, they got the Giants again, and they got us. So it could happen. They could get 8 losses. If every team ends up with 8 losses, 8-8, we win a division. Because we have a better division record. At the moment, we're 3-1. Another thing, the Giants have to beat the Cowboys and then hopefully lose to the Jets and lose to, who else is their other opponent? Real quick, let me double check because I have it written down because I have no life and I'm a dork. Okay, they have to lose to the Redskins or even Dallas last game of the season. The Jets. So we need the Giants to lose 2 out of the last 4 games, and we need the Giants to lose 2 out of the last 4 games, and the Cowboys to lose 3 out of their last 4 games. They lost to the Cardinals last week. We lost to the Cardinals with John Skelton. They lost to the Cardinals with Kevin Cobb. Hey, what's the difference? Other teams in the NFC East suck. The Giants are on a 4-game losing streak. The Cowboys, we're doing all right. I think the Cowboys will win the division by default. It's hard for me to say that, but I think the Cowboys are going to win the division. The Eagles have a far-fetched playoff microscopic chance, but you never know. You know, they did it in 2006 when they were 2006 with Jeff Garcia when they were 5-6 and they came out and won the last 5 games. They did it when with Jeff Garcia. They did it a year when McNabb was 9-6-1 and they went to the championship game against the Cardinals. Anything can happen. But we'll talk about this week, Eagles versus Dolphins. The Dolphins lead the series 7-5, but the last meeting the Eagles won 17-7 in 2007. Key matchups, Jason Kelce versus Paul Stolinari. He's a nose tackle versus rookie Jason Kelce. I think the advantage goes to the defense, but hopefully, you know, the line's been playing all right. The right side of the line with Todd Hermans and Danny Watkins has been a little shaky. Jason Peters and Evan Mantis have been incredible. They better keep them for the next couple of years because they are a solid left side. Jason Peters is the best left tackle in the NFL. No doubt, right? Jason Babin versus Mark Colombo. Jason Babin, he's leading. He's top 5 in the league with sacks. He's got 12. He's doing all right. But it looks like that he only goes for sacks, you know, because he gets killed on the run all the time. He shoots up the field, not even looking, and next thing you know, they have a big, you know, just a whole side of the freaking field to run on. They have a hole the size of a Mack truck can go through. But another matchup is Nnamdi Asomugha versus the Beast, Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall's having an okay year. He's still a beast, though. You can watch out for Brandon Marshall. You have to game plan against him. Just like the Eagles, just like other teams' defensive coordinators have to game plan against Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson only has 2 yards less than 700. 2 TDs and only 43 receptions. Like, he's having a kind of bad year. You know, it's a contract year. It's been bothering him all year. I understand. He's the most underpaid player in the NFL. His second most underpaid is Matt Forte. You see what happened to Matt Forte. He's hurt now. So, Deshaun Jackson deserves that contract. I think they'll franchise tag him next year, so he gets a little bit more money. You got a lot more money actually. You get paid top 5 in NFL receiver, but and after that, it looks like they're gonna trade him. I hope not. I hope that'll be the biggest mistake since letting Brian Dawkins go. The Eagles would do, So I hope they get their act together and sign him for a long-term contract. I'm not saying give him Larry Fitzgerald money, but give him Santonio Holmes money. He deserves it. Michael Vick's back. Thank God. Vince Young sucks. 866 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. His passer rating is a 57. Is a 60.8 equals suck. Completion rating of 57.9. Not that much better than Michael Vick, but Michael Vick, he's got 2,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I know. I saw a crazy stat, Michael Vick. Every other year he makes the playoffs. You make the playoffs next year, he doesn't make the playoffs. He gets hurt or some shit. And then the year after that, he makes the playoffs again. If you look at his if you pull up his career stats, you'll see every other year he makes the playoffs, and every other year he sucks too. But the one key thing to talk about is LaShawn McCoy. He's close to 1150. He's got 1134, 12 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.3 yards per carry. With Michael Vick in there too, he's got 535 rushing yards. Michael Vick, and he averages 8.2 yards a carry. These two guys are almost at 2,000 yards together from scrimmage. Wow, you know what I mean? Like crazy. Jeremy Macklin's doing all right this year. He's back too. He's got 612 yards. But he's been out for 3 games. He's got 4 TDs. He's got 46 receptions. Deshaun Jackson, I told you that. Jason Levant's having one of his best years too. He got big mistakes this year, but what are you gonna do? It's just the ball hasn't bounced our way this year. Eagles, Dolphins, 1 o'clock on Fox. Especially after the Eagles took a bad loss 10 days ago, 31-14 by Seattle Seahawks. I don't want to talk about that game. Marshawn Lynch ran all over us. We can't tackle. Every single one of our mistakes that we've been shooting ourselves in the foot this year came out in that game on prime time. It was sickening. Let's not talk about that game. Talk about this game. Things to watch. Who'll stop the run? They got Casey Matthews coming in nickel packages now. They got King Klein coming in for nickel packages. Maybe something would happen, but like the Seahawks last week are a run-first offense. If you can shut down the ground game, your chances of victory increase significantly with these teams. That is big for a bad tackling Eagles defense that had considerably difficult getting their arms around Seahawks. Running back Marshawn Lynch. Reggie Bush is an elusive back. He had a career high 22 carries last week, and the Dolphins win over the Raiders. So we'll see how this goes. Another thing is too, the Eagles have been in Christmas giving mood since the start of the season, giving a league high 29 giveaways. They've lost 1 fumble in the last 7 games, but hey, Vince Young makes it up through the air. Giving away. How much was it again? 9 interceptions. Very, very bad. 8 interceptions actually, because the 1 interception was earlier this year. But what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Michael Vick's not Mr. Ball Protector either. He's 26 in the league in interception percentage. So, what are you going to do? 4th quarter survival. The Eagles, who have blown 5, count them, 5 4th quarter leads this season, will be going against another team that hasn't exactly shined in the final 15 minutes of the game either. The Dolphins have been outscored 85-38 in the last period, and so have the Eagles been outscored 95-48 themselves. So, something's got to give. McCoy's workload. McCoy needs to get the ball more. He's our best player. Andy Reid, get it through your freaking head. God. We're going to be stuck with this guy one more year, too. He's a great, great coach. But things are going to change. His 2-minute drill is not going to change. His clock management is not going to change. His awful challenges not going to change. Things are not going to change with this guy. He's a great coach. He's one of the second most winningest active coach right now in the last decade. He's been winning games, but come on. He's not just. It's a shame. It's just time to move on. I think Andy Reid, if he goes somewhere else, he probably win a Super Bowl. It gets stale here after a while, and things doesn't work out after. You just have to change. Just like Tony Dungy was in the Buccaneers. coach for so long. They changed. John Gruden won a Super Bowl. You know, Tony Dungy won a Super Bowl with the Colts. So like things end up happening for good. You know what I mean? If you change up, don't always think like, oh, if we change our coach, we're gonna go 0-16. We're gonna suck. We're next year. You never know. That guy doesn't do good. You replace him too. There's a couple good guys like the Jets. Was a defensive coordinator, Pettigrew, or he's a really good coach. There's a couple good coordinators out there that become head coaches that you never know. Mike McCarthy, where was he at before? He came in, hey, his team was like one interception from Corey Webster, Brett Favre, Corey Webster, from going to the Super Bowl that year, and last year he won the Super Bowl. So you never know, you know, with these new coaches. And who cares? These are 4-8 teams. They're going in different directions, like I said earlier. And I think the Eagles are waiting till the season's over. I hope they still get a fight in them. I want them to win these last 4 games because I just want to see some victory before the season's over, and we have to wait 7 months before the season starts again. You know. So another thing too, it's Casey Matthews' chance to shine now. He's got another chance. So people are saying they're harassing his wife and his family. And his wife started crying and all crazy stuff. You know how Eagles fans are. You got to win a game. If you lose, you suck, and we want to kill you. Who's hot? Who's not? Riley Cooper, 13 receptions, 240 yards in the last 3 games. Matt Moore has thrown 8 touchdown passes and just 1 interception in the last 5 games. Pretty good. Tebow style. Aren't you tired hearing Tim Tebow? He's got like a high school quarterback arm, and somehow he wins games. Their defense is crap. I wish we had Denver's defense. We would be probably like 9-3 right now or something like that. Who's not hot? Vince Young, 3 interceptions in the last 3 games. And Devon Best has 13 receptions and 118 yards in the last 5 games, too. I told you about my key matchups. Oh, rushing to the top. LeStrew McCoy has a chance to join Steve Van Buren as the only Eagles to lead the NFL in rushing yards. Van Buren did it 4 times. 45, 47, 48, 49. Remember, 48, 49, we won the NFL championships. So, I got to tell you something. Maybe next year, we will win a championship. Maybe. Maurice Jones-Drew is leading him by only 3 yards. Where these teams rank? I think advantage goes to the quarterback. The quarterback goes to the Eagles. Michael Vick's back. Michael Vick's back. Running back goes to the Eagles too. Reggie Bush is not better than LeSean McCoy. Reggie Bush is a versatile pass catcher and a runner who is much better in space than running between tackles. He's proven that this year. It can be more just than a third down back. He rushed for a career high 667 yards, and he's averaged 16 carries over the last 6 games. Not too shabby, but even though LeSean McCoy is leading the league in rushing, the Eagles have been reluctant to run the ball much against the team's strong run defense. Considering the Dolphins are 5th in the league against the run, 24th against the pass, a 20-carry game isn't likely for McCoy. Touche. Receiving core goes to the Eagles. Offensive line goes to the Eagles. The Eagles are ranked 3rd in the NFL with 412 yards per game on offense. How is that possible? We're 4-8. And 320 yards per game for the Dolphins. They're 21st. The Eagles are 17th, 340. We let up 348 yards, 344 yards a game. The Dolphins let up 342 yards per game. They're 17th. We're 17th. They're 15th. I think defensive line advantage goes to both, kind of even. Linebacker goes to the Dolphins. The secondary, I think, goes to the Eagles, but they say it's advantage even. No, goes to the Eagles. And secondary goes to the Dolphins. Brandon Fields has been 3rd in the league in punting. He's a pretty good punter. And Devon Best is a good punt returner too. And kick returner is Clyde Gates. So they have good special teams. There's nothing else to talk about. Just a wasted year. It sucks. What are you gonna do? It's funny because the Eagles use the excuse now that, we're too young. That excuse wasn't there in August when we signed Namdi. We're saying, all our chips are in. We're all in this year. This is a team I'm waiting for. But they let me down this year too. So the Flyers are doing pretty good. The Flyers are awesome. Claude Giroux is incredible. He's leading the league in goals, I think, still. So and he's got 2 overtime goals in the last week. So that's great too. My prediction: Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles this week. 24-20 Eagles. 24-20. Hopefully I'll get one right this year. This year's been horrible. If you guys see my videos from last year, the year before, I'm actually pretty good at this. This year I suck. What are you going to do, though? What are you going to do? Just take your time, light a cigarette. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Can't do nothing, man. Eagles, yeah, 24-20. Let's go, Eagles. I believe in green. Hopefully we win the last 4 games, and we'll see what happens from there. Because NFC East does suck. The Giants, Cowboys, Eagles, Redskins blow. And these teams are just going to be a punching bag in the playoffs anyway. Whatever team does make it, it's going to lose in the first round. So, what are you going to say? 24-20 Eagles. Let's go, Eagles. 1 o'clock. Hey, I bleed green. You bleed green. My family bleeds green. Where are the Eagles this year? Let's go, Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. Woo!